Hi everyone, we are here today to talk about the Apple iPhone Air and the S25 Edge and decide once and for all which one wins the thin smartphone wars.
Any initial thoughts on performance of either phone?
I did find the screen brightness, which is part of the specs, not the type of thing I typically notice because I'm a very average smartphone user. I did notice the Air had like a brighter screen and like felt a little bit more sophisticated, just slightly more than maybe the Edge did. But yeah, overall, I don't know. What did you think?
General performance, I was less impressed with the Air. Again, it's so Apple. It's like it kind of has all the makings of looking good, but then when you actually like boil down to the usage, it kind of does not match up to the Edge. But then we'll still rave about the Air because it's got an Apple logo. So yeah, like that, it would heat up so quickly. I don't know if you noticed the back, especially when I first started using it and logging all my apps and iCloud data onto it. The back, I felt like it was an Oppenheimer. Like it was heating up so much. I was like, what kind of reaction is going on? Yeah, it was a little bit concerning. Whereas with the Edge, I never had that. I think the vapor chamber in the Edge is so much more sophisticated, and actually, I can see why it's slightly thicker because they just make room for the whole phone to flow naturally. Where this feels like with the Air, it's been kind of smushed, and there's compromises with that.
Oh yeah, you can feel it even now. Like we've just turned the phone on, and it's already like warming up a little bit, and it's certainly like warmer on the island side of it.
One of the big things for me is it's so thin and light that you can just put it in your pocket and almost forget about it to an extent, but with that burning into your thigh, it'd be hard to forget about too quickly. The selfie camera's great. I don't know how much you used it, but it actually made me look fairly okay, which I was very happy about.
Which one?
On the Air.
Okay.
The new selfie camera, 80 megapixels. It's also kind of fused in with some AI features that kind of really centers the camera around where you are.
Yeah. I have a very old iPhone, so for me, using the camera was a massive upgrade. but it's also because I'm coming from such an old model. I have an iPhone 11. And then I had like a video call with family back home, and they were like, you're totally right. Like I would flip the screen to show them something else and then flip back to me, and it immediately recenters you. They could notice the difference in like camera quality and everything as well, obviously. But then weirdly, on taking the selfie, like I took obviously this has to do with lighting. I took a couple of selfies on either. The camera quality on this one, like without using any of the the filters and all the enhanced things, it just felt like the actual image was better, like quality by just a little bit on the Edge versus the iPhone Air. Even despite all of the kind of AI enhancements and things, I just felt a bit like camera quality wise, I can see why there's an appeal with like Samsung's and that kind of ecosystem, because they've managed to create some really sophisticated cameras that like clearly fit into very slim phones and not lose, and like can go head to head with Apple on that. So yeah, I weirdly would have. I liked my selfie with the Edge more.
No, I agree. I think again for general performance, especially the camera, Edge wins it. And two cameras on the back, one of them being 200 megapixels. It's again, you're so right. You can get the technology within the frame of the phone that they're trying to push so much. Whereas Apple, it's a little bit more showy. It's kind of, I'd say, hits the bare minimum of what you expect from a phone at that price. But nothing special, yeah. What about the battery? This has been a really contentious issue for a lot of journalists and consumers. That's the one thing people are mainly worried about. Will it last with the smaller frame? The battery, we know the battery size is smaller, so yeah, how did you find using it throughout the day?
It didn't degrade as quickly. I think it might have had a higher battery life by the end of the day than the Air did, which was interesting. But I wonder if that also comes down to like I might have used it a bit less.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of factors. I agree with you. I think they're kind of like similar levels of battery. Maybe the Edge slightly takes it. But I just don't really get why they would sacrifice battery for a phone like this. I'd definitely be, if I was out and about all day, it would be on my mind. It'd be like, I need to like have a few hours of really not using it, which is probably good. Maybe that's why they're doing it. Maybe this is, this is the get off your phone addiction with the batteries going.
Yeah. It is one of the biggest concerns that comes through for phones generally is 60% of people care about battery life when buying a refurbished phone, so you can only imagine how much buying a new phone, your expectations for that.
Good stat. You can buy refurbished phones on Uswitch now. So there you have it. We have all our thoughts on the table for the two phones in the Slim Smartphone Wars. Hopefully you liked it. Get your comments down below, and if you want to compare other mobile deals on newswitch.com, visit there now.